Hello and happy Thanksgiving from Take Flight Live with Phoenix Stage Company, an award-winning 100% volunteer community theater organization located in Oakville, Connecticut. I'm Ed Bassett, your host, Oompa Loompa, here with Tim Phillips. Say hello, Tim.
We're having some issues here.
We're a little purple today.
A little purple, but that's okay. We're not really live.
Blueberry for the blueberry pie or cranberry. It's a mix of cranberry, blueberry.
I told you it was blueberry in that thing.
Yeah. Okay. How are you, Tim?
I'm fine.
Say hello.
Hello, everyone.
And we're also in the room. Michael Calabrese is back here.
Right there.
He's,
hello, everybody.
He's a little lower today in stature because his big table is backstage being used as a prop table. So he's on our level.
And then we have
today. And way up there's Al Hathaway. Say hello, Al. There you go. Welcome to our Thanksgiving podcast.
Yes, and we're not live because that would be on Thanksgiving. We're kind of busy.
You're comatose because you just ate turkey.
Oh, turkey.
And your giblet stuffing.
My giblet stuffing. Yep.
Sounds nasty.
Oh no, it's awesome stuff.
I know. I can't wait to try some because I've never had your giblet. You said you would save some for me.
Yeah, it's been taste tested against some other ones, and mine always comes out on top. Although now my niece Jen makes a I guess you'd call it a vegan version of it, because Steven is he can't have any milk products, so I use milk crackers, and you can't use that. So she uses Ritz.
I was going to say, how are giblets vegan?
No, the giblets aren't vegan, but the other stuff, like I use a milk crackers stuffing. Instead of bread,
Yeah.
and apparently, and he can't have that. So she tried it with, I think, Ritz crackers, and it's almost, I will say it's almost as good as mine.
My absolute favorite Thanksgiving food is turnips.
My dad was that way, so nobody else in the family liked it.
Oh, I love
and my
turnips.
mom, a family of 6, and my mom would still get it for dad because
my sister has
favorite.
My sister has 6 pounds of turnips at her house waiting.
6?
Only 2 of us eat them. I love turnips so much. Michael, what's your favorite?
Beef stuffing.
Beef stuffing. Me stuffing.
What's your me stuffing?
Me stuffing.
Well, no, just classic stuffing on it. Cooked separately. I don't want it in the turkey. But I
no.
So I have to tell you, I grew up though. I hated Thanksgiving growing up because I didn't like turkey. I didn't like any of the food. I was a super picky eater. It was my least favorite holiday.
Oh wow.
It's now like my favorite holiday because I cook for people, which is like my.
Do you remember the episode of West Wing where he called the Butterball hotline for the first time?
Yes.
Yeah. He was from Fargo, North Dakota.
That's right.
And he was Mr. Betherson.
Is that the one he also had the knife?
Mr. Betherson's son.
The carving knife.
The carving knife, and he ended up giving it to Charlie, and it was touching.
No, Charlie doesn't know why he keeps going back to find a new
right. Because he's
giving you my knife.
Right. That Paul Revere made appearance.
So welcome to our podcast where we talk about the West Wing.
Yeah. So but I was just asking because that was an episode that had to do with that. We were at your niece Jen and her husband Fran and your great nephew Stephen. We went up to support one of their organizations, and we worked a turkey shoot, turkey raffle, turkey bingo event. I won 2 turkeys.
Yes,
and a gift card.
Yeah,
a gift card.
I won the raffle for the scratch tickets. $100 worth of scratch tickets. You know how much I won?
How much did you win?
$32.
$32,
which is almost as much as I spent on the raffle tickets themselves. But we had a wonderful time. We called the number. I called the numbers. You were Vanna.
I was Vanna for a while. Yep.
And they got to hear some of your jokes.
Yeah. Hey, Michael. What do you call a turkey the day after Thanksgiving?
What do you call a turkey the day after Thanksgiving?
Lucky. If he's still alive. If he's not, he's leftovers.
Leftovers,
yeah,
right.
So
right. Wow, they're really enthusiastic.
That laugh took a moment to come through.
Yeah, it was delayed laughter.
But anyway, we're recording this ahead of Thanksgiving, just because we have so much going on, and we want to extend our thanks to you, our viewers, our listeners, and our patrons for sticking with us and staying
Yeah.
here.
Absolutely. Yes,
I do have
Michael.
a quick question.
Yes.
How can you call it a turkey shoot if you won turkeys without shooting anything?
That's why I said
Because
they
you
changed the
you
name.
need a shot of luck.
Yes, you do. They changed the name recently to a turkey raffle because
But there's a
they used to have one.
there is a club, one of the clubs up in Torrington. And from
like a hunt
from
club.
October to November, every Sunday they do one of these.
Yeah.
And you can win turkey. And then in Beacon Falls, the fire department does something called a meto,
A meat.
which is bingo, and you
with
win
meat.
you win meat,
Yes.
you know. And no, Michael, it's not a bar. So yeah, so we just wanted to kind of update you a little bit on what's going on here and to
Yes.
express our gratitude, things that we're grateful for, like
We're-
you guys.
We're grateful we're still here.
Yeah, we're still
After
here.
all the stuff that we've gone through the last 2 years, we're still here, still drinking Black Hawk beer.
Black Hog Brewing Company. We're very thankful for them. Yeah, so we're not having a holiday party this year.
No, we're not.
We're not going to do that. And people were asking, and there's a couple of reasons why we're not doing it. The main one, money.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying to stay alive and we're trying to stay in the building, and ticket sales haven't really been where they need to be for us. We're still not getting the crowds back that we need. And so we need to keep our electric bills down and keep our heating bills down.
Yep.
And we can't spend a lot of money on stuff. And so we're kind of like tightening the belt and circling the wagons, and we're just going to keep it in.
Well, we used to use that party to announce the season. We've already done that.
Well, that was the anniversary
That was
party.
the anniversary
The
party.
holiday party was just for fun.
Just for fun. Yeah.
And when
Bless you, Michael.
when better days come back, we'll have them back again.
Yeah.
You know,
But for
but we
now-
also we're kind of lean on our volunteers and people
Yeah.
that are available to do things. And so it ends up being like 4 of us that do most of the work, and I'm old and tired.
I'm
and you're
65.
65. So
You know, I do have to say, we're not where we want to be at this point, but it was good during Barney. We had some decent crowds.
no, Barney was great.
Yeah.
And you know, you don't want to hear me go on and on and on, and I won't go on and on. We're
Right.
not the only theater going through
No,
it. A lot
absolutely
of
not.
theaters are, and we're doing our best, and we will continue to do what we do.
Yep.
And
But I think
We're just
people
gonna
are
rock it
starting to
through.
come back. I think
Sure they are.
They're in dribs and drabs. It's not everybody's flocking back at all at once.
right.
But it's the same with other industries.
And
the
we are-
sporting industries.
We are thankful for every person that walks through the door.
Absolutely.
So thank you.
Thank you. And we continue between having Stiletto here and Barney, which we had some new people in
Yeah.
the cast. We had a lot of new people coming in for the first time and looking around going, wow, I never knew this place was here.
Right.
So and we were still working on it.
Yeah.
It's great.
And we're getting better at some things. We're trying to improve the way that we do things, and we've got some more people to help us out with social media and things. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll rock that out,
Yep.
and we'll be better at it. Now, you know, 13 years, we're in our 13th year here at Phoenix Stage Company.
A lucky 13.
It doesn't even seem possible, but it is. We're in our 13th year, and we have never done an annual fund.
True.
We're doing one this year. It's the first time that we're doing one,
I think
and
we need to.
because we are in need.
Yes.
And so we'll be doing annual funds along with other nonprofits and other theaters. I already got my letter from the Warner for their annual fund. I'm anticipating getting one from Thomaston soon because I
We
always
just
get
got-
one.
I put them in a notebook. I got a couple myself
And
from
so-
other theaters, like professional theaters.
Right. So
They're
we'll be doing our annual drive this year.
Yep.
We're going to make it easy. You know, in the letter will be options for you to donate. We're going to have a GoFundMe page. We're going to have the Square site that you can donate to. You can mail in a ticket with credit card information or mail in a check.
Right.
So, you know, we have back bills we have to pay. And now they're saying there's a possibility that electric bills are going to go up by 40 to 47%, which I don't quite understand, but we're waiting to see on that.
Yeah.
So we'll be out there. This will come up. So consider helping us out a little bit when you get that in the mail
Yeah.
for the annual fund.
Will that be next year?
No, it'll be December.
It'll be in
It'll be
December?
going out in
Okay.
December.
Okay.
And you know,
Yeah.
it's the first time that we're doing it, so we're gonna try.
We're
We're
gonna try,
we're
see
new
how
at
it
it,
goes, yeah.
and we're gonna do the best that we can
But you
with putting it.
have heard
putting it
from
together.
patrons that say, how come we don't do this?
Yeah, I've had a lot of patrons, a lot of subscribers ask why we never ask for money,
Yeah.
and we do during Give Local.
Right.
But so do other theaters that do annual funds and then do give local and do fundraising
Right,
events. And we have a bunch of fundraising events coming up that we can
We
talk
do.
about.
We should probably bring those up.
Yeah, we can talk about them a little bit.
Because we're gonna heat up the winter.
We are going to heat up the winter a
Yeah.
little tiny bit. You don't have any slides for this, Michael, so you're good.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
double checking.
No, you're really good. If you want to, you can put the donation slide up while we're talking about the fundraisers that we have coming up.
Sure.
Because you can always donate to Phoenix Stage Company by going to phoenix-stage-company.square.site, which Michael will put that up there in a minute. But what do we have coming up January 21st?
It's gonna be Drag Queen Bingo.
Drag Queen Bingo. We are so excited for this. I'm waiting to receive a video promotional from Charlie Hides. He's out in the UK and we contracted him to do our bingo. It's 7:00 begins the virtual event. 6:00 begins the live event here at Phoenix Stage Company.
Yeah.
You're going to see some of your favorite people here in dresses and just having fun. Brazilian Nuts will be making an appearance back. That's our own Tim, which will be really fun.
I must have been drunk.
Eric Calabrese, Michael's husband, is fabulous. And he was in Kill Me Deadly. He
Yes.
played Ida. He's amazing. He's so good. And so he's going to come in and help us. He's going to be the head queen on our side. He doesn't know that yet, but he's going to put everything together. I have it on really good authority that our friend JP will be coming in
Oh yes.
in drag, and Killian Meehan agreed that he would come in as it. So we'll have a bunch of fun on the stage
Yes.
here for you, and we'll be playing some games
So
locally.
let's talk about how that works. Now, you can do this at home or you could do it here.
Right. So if you choose to play virtually from home, you'll wait until 7:00. If you come to the theater at 6:00, we have games that we're going to be doing here at the theater and some entertainment and some fun things for you to do. Starting at 7:00, the virtual begins. We have a big screen that'll be up here at the theater. Charlie Hides will be on that big screen. And over a period of 60 minutes, she will host 3 games of bingo. The rest of the time, it's entertainment.
Yes.
She can host up to 500 different Zoom people. So if there's 2 of you sitting at home, that's just one Zoom account. So there, she can have up to 500 participants. She does a lot of audience participation, dancing and singing and fun stuff while we're playing bingo for some pretty good prizes.
Yes.
So
So
we're looking
you
very
have
forward
your
to that.
options. If you don't want to go out in the cold winter night, you can stay home and and watch the thing
Right.
there.
And
But
what's
if you
good
come
what's
here,
good for us, if it ends up being a snow day,
we can still
we
go.
can still do virtual
Yeah,
bingo.
right.
And it's not a big deal. What happens is when you make your donation, you'll be sent a link for the Zoom and you're sent a link for your bingo cards, and those are on your phone or your tablet.
So they can win prizes.
Yes, they win prizes.
Oh,
We win pretty good prizes. We're in charge of those, and they're
Oh,
going to
are
be
we?
really
Okay.
good prizes.
okay.
Yeah, no tickets to Phoenix, just some really cool stuff. So we're excited about
No itch erasers.
the
or
event. So it's going to be on January 21st. It's
That's
a Saturday.
Yep.
6:00 here at the theater. 7 p.m. begins the virtual.
Yep.
It's $30 a person. It's going to be really fun.
gonna be
So
a
you can
fun-
watch our website for once we start selling the tickets to that event. They'll be up, and we'll get the promotional video from Charlie Hyde
Right.
talking about Phoenix Stage Company and how you can
It's the
participate.
first time we're trying this, so this is going to be exciting.
It's a
It's
new
gonna be
thing for us, and we're excited. And I can't wait to see Michael playing.
Yeah. You have to shave the beard, Michael.
No,
Oh,
no, these drag queens don't shave their beards.
Really?
And I don't know that Michael's going to be a drag queen.
Also, I'm not gonna be a drag queen. That's not my thing.
oh.
That's my husband.
That's
I imagine
Eric.
I'm gonna be running whatever technology needs to happen.
exactly
to make
what
this
that's
happen.
exactly
go.
what he's
There
going to
you
be
go.
on the computers, making sure that everything is going really well for us. Because do you remember it was during the shutdown. So 2 years ago now,
Yeah.
we helped the Waterbury Arts and Culture Collaborative with
Oh, that's
their
right.
dueling pianos virtual event, and they did it from here. They
It was
hosted
so
here.
popular.
It was
That
super
was such a
popular.
fun event.
And,
Yeah.
and Michael really worked hard on that for them, and they really, really appreciated it.
Yeah, I know that Lori kept voting for a certain song. I guess it
Yeah.
was they were voting Red Sox versus Yankees, and it was going back and forth.
Right.
And back
So
and forth.
virtual events I think they're here to stay, and I think I'm really thankful for them. So
Well, that's what's so nice about this is it gives you the option.
sure it does.
If you want to stay home, you can stay home. If you want to party in person, here you go. Come
Yeah.
on down.
Yeah.
Have a good time.
Yeah.
We'll have popcorn
Yeah.
and probably Elvis.
Now you can host a bunch of people at your house.
That's true. That's true.
To attend the virtual bingo.
You can have your
You
own
each
party.
need to make the donation because you'll each get a link for bingo cards. So
Yeah.
the bingo cards are unique
Right.
because they
Okay.
sneak up on you.
Yeah, people all send photos if they do have virtual parties.
Yes,
Yeah, that
yes.
could be really fun.
Yes, we'll have to get some.
Hey, Al, what is a turkey thankful for on Thanksgiving? Vegetarians. He's not playing the laughs.
Nah,
He doesn't like that one. Okay, so listen up. So we have another event.
Yes, coming up Saturday in February 18th at 7 p.m. We're going to be going to the Hartford Wolf Pack in Hartford, Connecticut at the XL Center.
And who are they playing against?
Oh, they're playing the Providence Bruins.
And apparently that's a really important thing.
It's a rivalry. Providence, the Bruins, the Boston Bruins have their farm team in Providence, and that's like an impossible ticket to get.
Yeah.
They sell out all the time at the Dunkin' Donuts Center.
I was thinking about getting a party bus to go from here.
Oh, that would be awesome.
So then we have to worry about parking.
and imbibing as
Yeah,
well.
we don't have to worry about parking. We can park our cars here and then take the bus down. Wouldn't that be a really
great
fun idea?
I think that'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
So you do tell how it works. 'Cause I can't remember how this
So
goes.
for this particular one, the tickets are $20 each, and you purchase them directly from the Wolfpack site. On the last podcast, Michael had put a link on the bottom of the podcast screen. So that would be episode number 49. You can click on that.
I'll get it into the
You see the link.
description for this.
So-
they'll
But
fix
we'll
that.
put
Okay.
it on this one too,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
can click on that and buy your ticket. We don't deal with any cash or anything from that. So once the event is over, they're going to send us a check for
Yep.
the thing. We have a block of tickets that we have, and you're
Yep.
going to, when we get there, you're going to get a little cowbell with a Phoenix Stage Company on it.
Yeah.
So we can ring our bells
So
and
we can
annoy people.
really
less.
annoy the people around
Yeah,
us.
it's going to be really fun. Michael, you going to try and go?
I do. I want to go to that.
Yeah, it's going to be
That's-
really, really fun.
You know-
I got Eric to go to a Wolfpack hockey game, and he ended up having a blast. Eric, who watches no sports,
Yeah.
and by the end was up screaming and
Yeah, no, it's really fun. It's fun. And I think when you go with a bunch of people that you know, you have, it's
You have a
it's
great
even
time.
better time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we were supposed to do this, what, two
We were
years ago,
supposed to
3
do it in
years?
2020.
Just when everything
In
crashed.
April of 2020, we were supposed
Yeah,
to go.
we
to
had a whole
Wolfpack for
bunch of
game.
people signed up for it.
Yeah.
We're all set to go, and then the pandemic hit, and it was gone. We lost that effort, but now we can do it again. So
Yeah.
this would be a wonderful time to get together, and I love the idea of a party bus. So yeah,
Just thinking
let's
about it.
Let's look into that. That'd be
Yeah.
a lot of fun. But it's a great time. And of course, if you don't want to go in the party bus, you can just go yourself. You buy your tickets yourself. That's the beautiful thing about this thing is we don't have to do anything.
Right.
The Hartford Wolfpack generously is handling everything.
They
for
handle
us.
everything, and we get $5 a ticket, and
Yep.
they send us a check at the end. So the
And
more
we'll have
people
our
we get,
name on the
they'll put our
scoreboard,
name up on the big screen,
so
and
you can
yeah,
shake our
shake your bells.
cowbells.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jingle me bells.
Purr. You'll get that if it comes to the Christmas show.
Okay.
Okay, just
Okay. Hey, you know what? We're going to talk a little bit about Thanksgiving.
let's talk about Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Since you're
look
watching
at
this
that.
on Thanksgiving.
That's right. So the first Thanksgiving was in 1621. That is when the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag Indians,
Wampanoag.
gathered for an autumn feast. And it wasn't called Thanksgiving. It was a harvest feast.
Yes,
Just because they
well,
were enjoying,
right.
and they had turkey and venison and wild boar and all kinds of seafood.
Was this in
and
Massachusetts?
it was at Plymouth Rock. Yes, not at the Rock.
No,
but,
because that was right on the water. And it's
Right,
kinda-
yeah, it's kind of
yeah,
cold there.
yeah.
Yeah, but it was a celebration of their harvest, their first autumn harvest.
So that's the first recorded technical
That's the first recorded technical Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Did they have turkey and
they did.
did they stuff it?
I don't know. I don't know if they actually shoved anything in the bird to cook it. I'm not sure. The first official Thanksgiving
Yes.
was on November 26, 1789.
Oh,
It was a
that's-
proclamation signed by George Washington.
Oh, okay.
After that first official Thanksgiving,
Yep.
it was up to the president to sign a proclamation.
Okay.
So there were years where there was no Thanksgiving. There were years when Thanksgiving was in December. There were,
Huh.
and finally there was just such an uproar. There
Yeah.
was such an uproar
Right.
that Congress finally passed a law making Thanksgiving the fourth Thursday in November. That happened they passed the law on December 26, 1941.
So in all those years without having an official Thanksgiving.
Right. It was up to the president to make a proclamation.
Yep.
So it was never on the same day in the month or whatever.
Hmm.
Right.
Okay.
And there were times when there was no Thanksgiving. And so,
Sure.
yeah, so
That's
So
interesting.
wait a minute, hold on a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just want to point out here,
Yes.
Congress passed the law, I assume earlier than December 26th.
no, they
That's the-
passed the law on December 26th because there was such an uproar that year that Thanksgiving was done on
the
some
day
weird date.
before Pearl Harbor.
No. It's
No,
3 weeks
December
before.
26th,
Oh,
1941.
that's December 7th, never mind, sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
December 27th.
There was
yeah.
such an uproar. There was such an uproar about when Thanksgiving was in that year
Historians.
that
would send their
Congress
notes.
just had a fit and said, no, we're going to fix it.
That's and so with that in mind, when did the Thanksgiving Day parade start?
It actually was in 1929.
Oh,
Was
really?
the first Macy's Day Parade, I believe. You're looking that up, Michael?
No, I'm
I'll look
actually
that up.
now-
I'll
Look that up.
I'll
I
look it
think
up.
it was in 1929 was the first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. You can ask your phone.
I'm doing that right now.
Oh, you can hear all these click, 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 click.
Yeah.
Everybody's on their phones looking at what would we do without this? What would we do without these things?
So what I'm fascinated about is
1924.
1924 was the first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Yes.
So we're coming up on the 200th anniversary
200
in 2 years.
of what?
In 2 years, 1924 to 2024. My God, I'm 21, 24. Wow, we're a mess today. Black Hog. What's the year? 21 in the year 21, 20. No.
25.
Mhm.
Zagers and Evans.
Yeah, no, I was making up my own 10.
I know. I got you.
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
got you.
All
But
right.
anyway, so Thanksgiving's been around for a while. Is what we're saying. Now I know that when I was sports editor for the Naugatuck News, back around 1999, 2000, we had the 100th anniversary of the Thanksgiving Day game between Naugatuck and Ansonia high schools, and that was a big deal.
I know that was always a big deal growing up in Naugatuck.
Yeah,
It was
it
always
was
a
it was
huge,
your
huge thing.
tradition. You had to figure out where's it going to be this year, so you can set up your date and have a thing because the game would start at like 10 a.m.
Mhm.
and have the game, freeze your turnips off, and then head over to
Oh, I love turnips.
grandma's house for
I
Thanksgiving.
love turnips.
Has Thanksgiving always been a big holiday for you, for your family?
So Thanksgiving was a family holiday.
Right.
Like just the family. We didn't have people come in from the
No extended
outside.
family.
We didn't do any of that. No, but it was always, I mean, food, you
Food,
know,
yeah.
food. Our big holiday in our house where people came was Christmas Eve.
Well, sure. And Christmas was always the biggest one for us, but just behind it in popularity in our house was Thanksgiving.
Well, yeah, Thanksgiving. And then we always had a really big Easter.
Oh, okay. We never really did Easter too much.
We always had a really big
But
Easter.
we somewhere around the mid 80s, if my brother's watching, he could probably tell me better. Well, actually, I don't think he can. He was already out of the house. Somewhere in the early to mid 80s, my family with Aunt Bert's
Yes.
family combined, my
Yeah.
mom's sister and the two sisters combined to say, let's have Thanksgiving in one place with everybody.
I've recently just started enjoying Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving. Yeah, that's
We're
that's
spending,
interesting.
getting together with friends and
But-
celebrating kind of in
But
the
we
same way.
remember Aunt Bert, God bless her,
Yep.
she's passed a couple years now. That was her. She would take a whole week off before Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
And by the time the meal finished, she was already getting her notebook out and writing down what to have for the next year because this was her favorite meal of the year.
yeah.
And we got pretty good at putting tables and chairs together. I think I want to say at the height we had, I think 21 people
Nice.
around the table.
Well, we
And-
always had the big people table and the kids table.
Yeah.
Always had that.
Well, we
You
were
know?
really good at, I was really good in particular of the way that the dining room was set up at Aunt Bert's house, that if I sat on a certain side, I could still see the football game on the other side. And then my cousins started figuring that out too. So all the guys were just sitting there. So we were like trying to pay attention, but we're looking off to the side to see how the Lions were doing or the Cowboys or whatever. But yeah, it's always been a big thing. And now, with the passing of my Aunt Bert, now Laura and I go up to Jen and Fran's house.
Yeah.
Because they were part of that tradition too with Aunt Bert. So we want to keep that alive. And I tell you, there's always that wonderful moment when you walk into either was Aunt Bert's house or now at Jen's house, when you walk in and you smell
The food.
the food,
Yeah.
the turkey cooking and stuff like
The
that.
turnips.
The turn.
Oh.
Yeah. You smell that and you just you try so hard not to nosh
Yeah.
before the meal, because you're just gonna go. And then you pig out, and next thing you know, you're like, I can't believe I ate all that. When's dessert?
When's dessert?
Because we go crazy for pies.
I had to remind Eric to,
Bless you.
to tamp down our charcuterie board because I was like, Eric,
Oh yeah.
people cannot fill up too much before the dinner. Let's lighten up the meal.
Charcuterie.
My cousins
They have a French Thanksgiving at Michael's house.
no
It's a meat plate.
it's a meat plate. My cousin is married to an Italian, lovely Italian lady.
I was
and
Italian
she would
once.
come in. What do they call that? Antipasto. She would bring in this.
Antipasto.
She would bring in this tray,
Which is an Italian charcuterie.
pretty much, and would just
It's really just
Thump-
any pot.
thumping down, and people would go ahead. I'm like, I'm saving it for the big meal.
So that's Thanksgiving at my Christmas Eve at my sister's house.
yeah,
That
food.
Christmas Eve was always the big thing at our house.
Well,
It
that's
was
because
always-
you were Italian.
we were Italian then.
Yeah.
And so, there were always trays and trays and trays of food, and then you fill up, and then the lasagna came out, and then this came out, and then that came out, and then
Yeah.
and then that went away, and then trays of cookies and cakes
Oh,
and
yeah,
pies, and you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
wow, I just need a minute to like throw up.
Yeah, right.
Let me just go in here.
Well,
for a
that's
minute.
what
I'll be right back. I'll be Roman for a second.
in the what?
The Romans, they would eat, throw up, eat the Romans,
Okay.
right? Am I right? The vomitoriums.
Wait, you think he's an expert on that?
I have nothing here that I can say.
You can look up
on
for
this
that.
podcast.
No, all right.
now.
Nope.
Well, I tell
Hey,
you-
Michael,
Hey, Ed.
what sound does a limping turkey make?
Probably the same. What sound does the living turkey make?
Wobble, wobble, wobble.
To finish the thought,
I gotta laugh.
about that took a side trip with the vomitarium and Aunt Bert's, we'd always, after that massive meal, some of us would go for a walk to work it off,
To throw up in the woods.
to throw up in the woods. And
I just go to sleep.
yeah, I try to avoid that because
I was
Never
never a
wake up.
napper until I got COVID. Now I nap all the time.
um,
So I anticipate napping after dinner on Thanksgiving.
but we would start the giant game of Uno. And it was as many people that wanted to sit around the table. And sometimes it was like 12, 13, 14 people, including my grandmother, who at the time was in her 90s.
Yeah.
And she was the quintessential little old lady. And we always put the new person, the new friend that showed up, we would have him or her sit next to her because
she was vicious.
she was so nice, and she would smack you a draw for
My
us.
parents would play Michigan rummy.
I
We weren't
remember
allowed.
it.
The kids weren't allowed. We would go.
Yeah.
They would play Michigan rummy.
Okay,
At my sister's house, we play Redneck Life.
there you go.
So that's what we
that's
do.
That's a game.
That's what we do after.
But
dinner.
it would give you the chance to digest, and then all the pies would come out. Do you have a big dessert? Would you have a big dessert?
I mean, there's always so much.
Yep.
You know, pumpkin pie
Right.
is big. My mother loved mincemeat pie.
Okay.
I don't like mincemeat pie.
Aunt Bert was always about, and her kids were always about shoe fly pie, which is, I think, I want to say it's Pennsylvania Dutch,
Yeah.
but it's like a molasses pie.
Yeah.
And my Aunt Bert, God bless her, she worked on that recipe for so many
And
years and finally got it good.
I love a really good apple pie.
Me too.
A really good.
My Aunt Bert
apple
had it. Her
pie.
best friend was Italian, and she made the best apple pie, and it was like that high, but only that much of it.
You know,
was apple.
Agnes was telling me about, she was working on an apple pie for her family, and she put dulce de leche in it to keep the insides from falling apart when you cut the pie. Oh,
well,
my
that sounds
God. I
brilliant.
can't even, like, that's got to be like, stick your face
Now,
in it and just
my
make noise.
my mom used to have to make well, I found out later when I finally did it, you had to make, if you buy a can of pumpkin pie filling, that's good for 2 pies. I always wondered why my mom would make 2 pies. Well, then I found out, but my mom would also have to have 2 pies because some people like pumpkin pie cold and some people like it hot.
I can't imagine pumpkin pie hot.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love
no,
it.
No, you're a monster. If you Just
No.
want everyone on this podcast to know that.
No,
I
and then
love-
you put
I love
and then you put whipped cream on it. It's just
And it
gonna
just-
ooze all
Well,
over.
so no. Here's the
No.
thing: you have to use the really thick whipping cream.
No,
You got to make it,
no.
and that's
Yeah, no,
another.
sorry, you're wrong.
No.
No, I'm sorry. I think we had this discussion one other
No.
Thanksgiving.
So
podcast.
I know that your favorite is stuffing. Tim's is stuffing.
Yes.
Al, your favorite was
Just the turkey.
the turkey, and mine is turnips.
Yeah.
Well, the actual favorite,
according to who?
the most popular side dish,
Yeah.
according to these surveys that I found online,
All right.
is stuffing.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's
And there's so many different types.
so many different kinds, but you can be like, you can get some pretty dry, horrible
Yes,
stuffings, right?
yes.
Like,
Yes.
so that would be, you like yours cooked inside the bird.
I do like it inside the bird. I know they frown on that these days, but
There's so many things I can do when cooking a turkey to make its flavor, but I have a very specific for my recipe for stuffing that I want to create.
Yeah.
And I don't need it inside the turkey to do that.
okay.
Yeah. Sharon and I had Thanksgiving at our apartment one time. And I had never cooked a cookie
Turkey
before.
cookie.
I had never cooked a turkey before.
Yeah.
And she had me sticking my hand between the skin and the turkey with butter.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
you gotta
rubbing
get
it-
into that
yeah, I can
skin.
rubbing
understand
it-
that. Yeah.
It was like, I work in
You were
medicine. I
scheming.
worked in
You-
medicine,
yeah.
and that was just gross. That
No,
was
we
the
just put the
weirdest
butter on
thing for
top
me.
of it for his.
Yeah, it was really
Honestly,
strange.
Prepping a turkey is a very intimate. You're like getting all in it, and it's a thing.
So Al, what is your least favorite food on Thanksgiving? Your least favorite is
Oh.
corn.
Yeah.
Tim, your least favorite.
Pretty much any vegetable.
Yeah, you don't like
don't
vegetables.
like
Do you have a
vegetables.
least favorite?
Lima beans.
vegetables, I only cook them by the fact that everybody else tells me I have to.
No, it doesn't happen. I mean,
And see,
they have.
and that's really weird because yes, I do. I don't like those sweet potato casseroles with the brown
Oh.
sugar and the marshmallow.
Marshmallows,
Like,
yeah.
why would you put
It's a start.
marshmallows on potatoes?
Yeah, I never understood.
They're
that.
already sweet to begin with.
That's what Eric makes. It's like one of my favorite things, and I like it most because
So
I don't think turkey is that great, and I end up enjoying having the sweet potatoes on my turkey.
45% of the people surveyed
Yeah,
said candied yams were their least favorite.
yeah.
46% sweet potato pie.
Okay.
Okay, 47% sweet potato casserole with marshmallows.
Yeah.
52% Brussels sprouts,
Good.
and
Yeah.
56% cranberry sauce.
Now, that always leads to the question is, how do you get your cranberry sauce?
Do you use
get
the can that you slice little
that
things?
goes-
So I will tell you this, Eric makes an amazing cranberry sauce with fresh cranberries, cinnamon sticks. It's so good.
like a relish,
But-
right?
We have to actually buy a can of it because we have certain individuals
I
who
like,
insist on
listen,
having the.
I like
I'm
the canned,
guessing- I'm guessing
listen,
his mother, right?
I like the canned stuff, right? Because I grew up with it. I liked it.
Yeah.
My mom would make a fresh one but it had oranges in it, and I didn't like that.
Oh,
No, there's some orange zest in Eric's.
I didn't like the
Okay.
orange pieces in the.
oh, see, my cousin, Diane, Bert's daughter, came up with this recipe for a cranberry relish. That's it's just amazing, and it was the only time I ever had, because it's like minced up.
So,
cranberries.
what would be fun is we always had our holiday parties and we would have cook-offs.
Yeah.
It'd be really fun to have a Friendsgiving holiday,
Oh, that's an
and
idea.
and the competition would be bring your favorite Thanksgiving side.
Yeah. I mean,
and
but
see what
there's
happens with
the
it.
thing about the can of cranberry sauce is as long as I live, I will always remember the sound of it coming out of the
It makes
can.
that,
Yep. And then slicing it.
yeah, and you slice it
And
and
my mother had this beautiful relish dish with the cut glass.
Yeah.
For a can of,
well,
but that was
the people like that. My
Yes.
dad loved that.
Oh, my dad too.
Yeah, he loved
Yeah.
it, and I like it. I don't mind it at all.
Yeah.
Now, I got to ask you, you don't eat vegetables,
Yes.
so it's okay. Yeah,
Me and vegetables have that.
your
effect
plate
already.
ends up all heaped up.
Yes.
Do you mix your food up?
No.
Oh gosh,
absolutely,
no.
no,
What kind of
absolutely
monster
not.
are you?
What are you, monster? My
What?
father would. My father would just shovel
I
along.
like to eat things very separately, with the exception of my turkey and my sweet potatoes.
Well, I mean, if
Yeah.
I have mashed potatoes, I love to take the mashed potatoes and get a little bit of corn or a little bit of thing.
Oh, no. My stuffing and my mashed potatoes can mix because they're basically the same thing. It's the same. Well, there you go. Now, here's the other thing. My Aunt Bert, her turkey gravy was a food group in itself.
Mm.
It was legendary.
Okay.
And that she would use like the neck from the turkey. She would boil or cook that and strip off the meat and throw it in the gravy. Oh my God, it was, and Jen has gotten very good at making that gravy. And the gravy, you're right, the gravy makes the whole meal.
Sure, it does.
Gravy. Yeah. Yeah. I will say this: my least favorite event of prepping any Thanksgiving
Yeah.
is ripping that neck from the turkey. That
See,
is my least favorite.
the
part.
neck. So
Get
the
your
neck,
hand up in there and-
the neck was
Uh,
always my father's piece of meat. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, you have to save that for my dad.
Okay.
He wanted to eat that.
So now I've seen now at Lori Pullen's that there was like Casey is a turkey leg
Yeah,
aficionado.
yeah.
Is that how it would there be somebody in your family that says I have to have the dark meat? Are you a dark meat or
Oh, dark meat all
So
the way.
you know what, it really depends for me. It
Yeah.
depends. I love if I'm going to eat the dark meat,
yeah.
I want the dark meat cold.
Ooh,
Because
Okay.
it's sweeter for me.
yeah,
The white meat I can eat it hot or cold. So
Yeah.
like the leftovers, I love the dark meat,
yeah.
but typically I say the dark meat to make soup out of it
Okay.
because it has
I do
it has
like
a different flavor
I
to
do
it.
like having the combination. I
Yeah.
do like having the white meat and the dark meat.
I don't like eating a turkey leg like
no,
because there's like tendons and weird bones and it just makes me
well,
like
that's
skeeve a
not the
little.
reason I do it, but I just I like to share it for one
Yeah.
thing. I like to have a
It's
little bit.
huge, right?
So let's skip ahead to
Yeah.
the Friday after. What's your favorite leftover to have?
I mean, I love soup. A soup eater, right?
So do you go right from the Thanksgiving right to making turkey soup?
So I don't. My sister does. She's an amazing soup maker, right? So
Okay.
she'll take that carcass, the whole thing, and
Yeah.
drop it in a pot to
Yeah.
make the stock.
Okay.
And then she has that stock. But I absolutely love a Thanksgiving sandwich.
Me too. But you probably put the cranberry sauce on it.
No, I
No?
don't. No.
Okay. Because I know a lot
No.
of people do that.
Turkey stuffing.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I don't. No, I absolutely love it.
We have another family recipe we have is something we call Remmers rolls. Remmers is the family name.
Yeah,
I think you've had them.
yeah, I found. Yeah.
Fran got really good at making these rolls, and that is my favorite. I will just take a glop of stuffing, which is a sausage giblet stuffing, put it on a rubber roll. That's my meal.
I mean, it's really good. Chris Evans won't like this, but you can take leftover cranberry sauce and mix it with mayonnaise, and you end up with like a cranberry aioli. You know,
Yep.
you make it ends up like a cranberry aioli.
Okay,
You know,
if you say so.
What's your favorite leftover?
I honestly with it, I like a good sandwich, but I just sit and eat
Turkey.
stuffing until I have heartburn every day until it's gone.
Al, do you have a
Never
favorite
lasts.
leftover?
That was my next thing.
Ooh, open face sandwich.
That
I
was my
love
next thing. You
that.
get a good thick piece of bread, toast it.
Yeah.
And then throw the turkey and the stuffing
Gravy,
and gravy on it. Oh,
See,
my
we're making
God.
everybody out there hungry. Your mouths are all watering.
Well,
while
we
you're
didn't have
listening to
dinner either. So
Yeah,
we're
we were
starving.
like, oh. All right, so that's Thanksgiving, and
We hope you have a good one.
we really do hope that you have a good Thanksgiving, and you know, I was saying that I'm inviting some people to come with me to my sister's
Sure.
because they're not with their families this year for, you know, it's delayed or whatever, and
Right.
I enjoy that. I just enjoy a good meal, but
It's-
turkey, good stuff.
One last, obviously you guys were all gonna be going into saying it, but like from everyone here on it, like what's the thing you're most thankful for this year going into Thanksgiving? Ed?
You know what? I'm thankful for so many things.
Yeah,
I've been working on something new. I journal and
Yep.
I think that everyone should go to therapy. It's a wonderful thing for you. Even if you don't feel crazy, you should be doing this, right? But so every day I write 3 things that I'm thankful for that day.
Oh, that's
right.
nice. That's cool.
And it doesn't have to be, I was thankful for zippers today. Like,
I can
wow, zippers
understand
make
that.
my life a little easier. I had the sweater with a zipper on, and I'm thankful for a zipper. So but I would say this particular year, I am most thankful for my health
Yeah, I would go
because
with that.
it's been challenging the last couple of years. I've had COVID a couple of times. I've been having trouble with my eyesight because of COVID.
Right.
I'm extremely thankful for my health, and we have people around us who are having some health challenges,
Yeah.
and I am really thankful for that. What about you, Timothy?
I'm so thankful that Laura and I had that trip this year.
So good.
And the stars aligned. That's all I
Yes.
could say. Our health, everything worked out, and it was it was something to be. We have one of those digital frames.
Yep.
So every time you walk by, you see another picture
Yeah.
from the trip. So I'm very thankful for that.
Michael?
I'm so blessed.
Our new dog Princess has been wonderful, but
Oh.
I just having her in our family and our household, and Eric and always have projects going on, and I don't know. We repainted the living room this past weekend.
Oh,
Even
my.
then, I was just sitting there and looking at the dogs and the new room, and
Yeah,
I
it's
just
good.
enjoy it.
You
I
feel
enjoy
blessed.
my family and my
You feel
space.
blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that I
It's a
have it.
Al,
It's a good life.
Just things are coming back to normal slowly, but surely.
slowly
That's-
but surely coming
That's
back to
kind of high on
normal.
my list too.
It's true.
I feel like we're getting past it.
Yeah,
And looking, it's in the rear view mirror.
yeah.
There's a lot of blessings out there,
Yeah.
and we're blessed to be here and doing this kind of show, and blessed to have you as an audience, and we're thankful.
Yeah. Very
One
thankful.
last point about Thanksgiving, for us and for me especially, it's not just the meal, it's the company.
Yeah.
And having the people around that you really enjoy. I have a sore belly every Thanksgiving from the laughter, and I'm very, very grateful for that. And
Excellent.
then I go home and I'm like, why did I eat so much?
Yeah,
Don't we all?
Oh,
it's
yes.
true.
It's a great regret.
Yep.
It's a great regret to have.
Hey, Tim,
Hey, what?
what kind of music did the Pilgrims listen to?
Plymouth Rock?
You are a bad wingman. You are a bad wingman. Plymouth Rock. You like that one, right?
Yeah, it's better because he's
See, he's a wingman. He's not a good wingman. He's not supposed to do that.
Well, it was kind of, where'd you get that out of? The 3rd grade book? Oh,
Hey, Timothy,
hey, what?
what's a green bean's favorite roll?
I don't know what's a green bean's favorite role.
A casserole.
There was that awkward silence. What else we got going on?
We have to talk a little bit about the Christmas show that's coming up.
Every Christmas story ever told.
And then some. It's a little bit different.
It's a different year this year. We one of our cast members moved away.
He moved away, and we miss you, Ian.
We do miss you, Ian.
And we miss you, Emily, too.
Yes, the whole family. He didn't move away far away, but he moved away far enough that it was impossible for him to do the show. So we brought in somebody new.
Yeah. So Chris Evans, the other one, is in the show, and
sexiest man.
And he is doing such a great job.
Yeah.
And it's I felt sorry for him the first couple of rehearsals because he had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, he was lost.
And Rob and I were just like going crazy. But man, he has worked so hard.
Yes. Yeah.
And brought this totally different vibe to that character, to his role. Totally different vibe. He's a very accomplished he's really, really good at improv.
Yes.
He understands the rules of improv.
Yes.
He's a hero. And he really just took it and embraced it.
So
and
it's the
went
same.
nuts.
The script is more or less the same. The script is the same. The
Right.
story is the same.
So the one thing about this show is we say it's improv, but there is a script.
There is a script.
There are improv elements in the script. In the beginning of the script, it says treat the script like a large cotton t-shirt and stretch it to fit your show.
And ours started out.
We have stretched it.
It's now a XXX.
And so the size of the t-shirt's a XXX. It's not the show.
No.
Timothy. And so
I didn't mean it that way. Wow.
So
Although there are moments.
So there's a lot of really fun new things. There's a couple of new shows that were thrown in there.
Yes. New references to other Christmas events.
Really exciting.
It is. So and this is the sixth time, right? 12, 14, 16, 18, 21, 22. So this is the sixth time.
I thought it was the seventh.
No, it's the sixth one.
Okay.
So this is the sixth production of this show. So a lot of people are coming back to see it. A lot of people love coming back to see it because it's their favorite show.
Yeah.
It's still going to be their favorite show, but it's going to be a little different.
It is different. There are different characters because Chris developed new characters for the Ghost of Christmas Past. The parade is different.
Yeah.
We added a new show in place of Verabia.
Yeah. So
it's fun.
So and I do like the fact that some people actually this has become a part of their holiday tradition.
It is, yeah.
And they traditionally
it.
We've actually had companies or doctors' offices that said this is our Christmas party. We go out to dinner and then come and see this show.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah,
it's great. So this one we moved it back a little bit. So now it's all in December.
December 2nd through the 18th.
Yep. So and there's 9 performances: Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The Sundays are 3:00 matinees.
Yep.
So get your tickets now.
And if you want to go online and buy your tickets, you can get a cast discounted ticket. So you can get a $19 ticket if you use the password Evil Frosty, capital E, capital F.
Any space in it?
Nope. Capital E, VIL, capital F, ROSTY.
Evil Frosty. What could that be?
Evil Frosty is the password to get a cast and crew ticket to see this show. So you can go online, you go to our website, phoenixstagecompany.org. On the right-hand side of the homepage, there's a little button that says buy tickets, and you can click on that and you can get your tickets.
It's one of our favorite shows to do, obviously, since we're doing it for the 6th time.
But even the set's a little bit different this year.
The set is a little different. We have and just some new stuff in there. We got to keep it fresh for you guys.
Yeah.
And fresh for the audience. So you definitely want to, it's a great way to get into the holiday spirit. It's a great way to celebrate the holidays.
Absolutely.
So you wanted to come on.
Every Christmas story ever told. And then some, featuring Chris Evans, the other one.
And Ed Bassett and Rob Rishnowski. And Lori Poulin.
Yeah, Lori Poulin's back there, but she's
there.
making an appearance out on stage a couple of times.
She does.
And you have an extended booth pirate family up there this year.
I do.
There are more people working the booth this year than there are on stage.
So it's
we have Chanel Dupre, Brian Elser, Michael Calabrese, Al Hathaway, and Tim is up there.
Yep.
We have a few new sound effects and things going on too, which are really fun.
We do. It's gonna be
yeah.
You're gonna have a good time. So come on down, get your tickets now. Come on down.
Online, password is Evil Frosty. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
So
we have,
what else we got coming up?
and then we have in December, we have auditions coming up. This is for the show that's opening in March. You're gonna say, why are they auditioning now? for
Why
a
are
show
they
that's opening in
auditioning?
March?
That's a good question.
Because we want to make sure that we get people out to audition for the show.
That's true.
We're having a lot of trouble. We're not the only theater casting shows, getting people to come out and audition for things.
Yep.
So this will give us time. If we don't get the people, we can audition in January. And I'm going to be blunt with you. If people don't come out to audition, we're not going to make phone calls.
That's gonna be it.
And that'll be it. We can't keep canceling shows and trying to sell subscriptions and all that stuff. We need people to come out and audition and to participate in community theater. So that's what we're doing, right? So it's a really, really fun show. The auditions are Monday, December 19th, Tuesday, December 20th from 7 to 9 p.m. If we get all the people and it's great, we cast the show, you'll
Yep.
get your scripts. We won't see you till January.
Right.
Like, here's your script. See you in January, and we'll start our rehearsal process.
Well, the good news is it's a small cast.
It is. It's 2 men, 1 woman, and 1 of either gender.
Yep.
It's called The Complete History of Theatre or Theatre.
Abridged.
So it's very much in the same vein of the Christmas show.
Yes, it is.
Fast-paced, fun. Bill
Bill
Shakespeare and Stan Stanislavski
Yeah.
and Sarah.
Sarah.
And then the other character plays the stage manager, producer, the
Bernhardt.
lighting designer, Sarah Bernhardt,
Sarah.
and all of the other characters that come flit on and off and do all
Yep,
of this
yep,
stuff.
yep.
It's a really fast-paced, really fun show.
There's a bit of audience participation in this show.
There is.
I just read the script. It's-
Yes,
yeah.
there is. So it's a really, really fun show. It'll be nice to have an extended rehearsal period from January
Yeah.
all the way in, just because of the fact that there's a lot that goes on with
There
this.
is a lot.
I'm directing the show, and the stage manager is Lori Phillips. She was drunk when she said she'd do it. And I'm holding her to it. We were visiting Black Hog Brewery,
Yeah.
and
had a few-
we were sitting there, and I said, I'm directing the show. I just got to get a stage manager. And they wrote, what's the show about? And then Lori said, I'll do it for you. So I'm holding her to it. So hopefully I'll see some people out at auditions,
Yes.
people out at auditions to come out for this show. It's going to be really, really fun.
It's a great script. I
it'll be a-
enjoyed reading the script.
It'll be a really good time. And it's written by someone different from all the other abridged that you see out there.
Yeah.
Shakespeare abridged and History of the World abridged. None of those are available. They're all on restriction.
Oh,
And so this one, I just love this. I just love the script.
yes, and it's your kind of script. It
Yeah.
has a certain kind of je ne sais quoi. that-
Ooh.
I pulled that one out.
Yeah. Not to be confused with a charcuterie.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Michael.
How many people do you need for it?
So we need 2 men, 1 woman, and 1 of either gender. So a total of 4 people.
Yep.
So I think it, we'll be able to do that. And it will be great to see people that maybe come back who haven't been on our stage
Yeah.
for a long time,
Yep.
and maybe get some people in that are new to us as well.
Yes.
So
Yes. It'd be great to have
the script has made its round, and people have read it and kind of
Yeah.
gone, oh my God. And
Oh my God.
it's a really
It's a challenging. it's a
really fun
challenging
little
script,
show.
But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I think so. I
And
think
that
it's
goes up
gonna-
in March. So that's
It goes up in March, so we
yeah.
have lots and lots of time. Hey, Tim,
Hey, what?
why do the pilgrims' pants always fall down?
I don't know why.
Because their buckles are on their hats.
They're on their shoes.
And their hats? He's just being nice to me today, people. You should be thankful for my jokes.
Yeah.
I know our friend Eva, who watches, she's thankful for my jokes.
Yeah, I'll bet she is.
She really is.
Yes. So we at this point, we're done, right?
Hey, Michael,
Yes, Ed.
what do you call a running turkey?
What do you call a running turkey?
Fast food.
I
Yeah.
like that one.
Come on, that's really
I
good.
like that one. It's all right. It's all right. So, we should probably go ahead and thank our sponsors, Michael.
We do. We need to thank our sponsors.
Started with Black Hawk Brewing Company in Oxford, Connecticut. Cheers. Happy Thanksgiving.
We love
to
you. We love you. We love you, Black Hawk.
And they are so good to us. So we hopefully we'll have some of them here. For the Christmas show.
Absolutely. We also need to thank Sierra Ridge Media Arts, Deb and Jeff Crane from Naugatuck. They do such great stuff for us. Thank you
Yes,
very
thank
much for
you.
your sponsorship.
Yep.
And then we need to thank you. We need to thank you all for all that you do,
Oh, you're
for all of your support, your friendship, the time you put in at Phoenix Stage Company, the on stage, off stage, in the lobby, backstage, downstairs. You guys all work so hard
Yes.
for Phoenix Stage Company.
It's great.
Thank you, Michael Calabrese, for
Great
all of
having you
your
back,
hard
Michael.
work.
Yeah.
Thank you, Al,
Thank you,
for
Al.
all of your amazing work. Thank you, Tim.
Oh, thank you. And thank you, Ed, for coming out and sharing Thanksgiving with all of us.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Wait, what was that?
I don't know. He just turned us off.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're on the final slide. That means we're done.
So, how do you not know how this works?
Well, because I can still see myself in the corner of the
Are we-
screen.
Are we still on?
Do I be more thankful?
What? Wait,
What?
What are we supposed to do? What?
I set up your thing.
Oh, but we could.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye, Tim.
Good night. Bye, Tim.
See you next time.
Gobble, gobble.